Okay, friends. So today I want to discuss about how to design our own custom vector class. So you can see I have taken one class, my own class vector, which is taking what element type. Now here, first of all, look, vector means what? It is a dynamically growable class. The important thing is it is dynamically growable class. That means once the elements will be filled up beyond the capacity, then automatically it is growable. The default capacity of vector is what 10. So let's say create some basic application about this vector. So first of all, as I told you in classroom that list interface internally working with what arrays concept. So here vector is also working with what arrays concept. So first of all, what I need to take, I need to take one what object array. So let's say I have taken one object array and here I'm taking one variable elements. So why this object array? This object array can hold heterogeneous type of data. Okay. Now another variable I will take what? Let's say private int element count. How many elements are there? What is the size of the vector? So basically element count is what size. And then I am taking what one final and static variable, private static final int default capacity. We are using a snack case naming convention for writing what final and static variable. And what is the capacity of vector? The capacity, initial capacity of vector is what? 10. Okay, fine. Now here, first of all, I will take whenever any user will create this vector object. So let's say public my vector. So whenever vector object will be created, its initial capacity will be 10. So what I can do, this elements variable, my object array, I can initialize with this default capacity. Default capacity. Okay. So what will happen whenever any user will create this vector object without passing any parameter, then my object array will initialize with what? Default capacity, that is 10. And right now we don't have any element, so better to write element count is equal to 0. Okay. Now this is what, let's say if any user is creating my vector object without any parameter. But let's say if user is creating with initial capacity, then what will happen? So I can copy this and I can write here constructor with initial capacity. Okay. So I can paste this and what I will take here, all of you, I will take here int initial capacity. Now, it is outer world data, so we need to validate the data. So how to validate the data, outer world data? Look, first I will take one if condition. If initial capacity is less than 0, then we will throw one exception. Illegal argument exception. Capacity cannot be negative. Okay, like that, capacity cannot be negative. Okay, otherwise, now the same elements object array will initialize with what? Will initialize with this initial capacity. Great. Will initialize with initial capacity. Okay, so I hope you are getting my point. Now, after that, here still no element is added. So here also element count is equal to what? Zero. Element count is equal to zero. Why element count is equal to zero? Because still we have not added any element. Okay, element count is equal to zero. It is a constructor, though both are overloaded constructors. Okay, now we are going to learn what? How to add element in this vector. Now remember, it is a dynamically growable, so take a very special care how to add the element in the vector at the end position. Adding element to the end position. So for that, what method we use? Collection interface has provided one method add. The same method we are going to use. Okay, even you can use add method which is provided by list interface to add your element based on the index position. But let's say here we are using the collection interface add method. So collection interface add method. Okay. Now you can take Boolean. Collection interface add method is what? Taking Boolean. So Boolean means what? Look here in the set interface. Basically, based on your element, whether your element is a unique element or duplicate element, now set interface is going to return true or false. But in the list interface, this add method will always return true. Why? Because duplicates are allowed. Vector is the implemented class of list interface. Here, your add method will always return true. So no need to write a fixed value true. Let's say I'm taking what? Void. Because here this add method will always return true. If it is a set interface, then if you want to insert any object in the set by using hasSet class, then what will happen there? The add method will return true or false based on the what? Duplicate, whether your object is duplicate or unique. If your object is identical, duplicate by using equals method and hash code, that is, we will see in the hash set. So now there it will return true or false. But here your add method will always return true because duplicates are allowed. So I am taking what? Void because you need to write what? Return true always. Now here, first of all, one thing, as I told you, it is a dynamically growable. So what I am writing, if my element count equal to my object array length, okay, that means size and capacity both are equal. Size and capacity both are equal. Elements dot length. If size and capacity both are equal, then it should be dynamically growable. So here I will use one method called grow. Then later I will write the logic for the grow method. Understood? So that means what? If the size and capacity, my object array whose initial capacity is 10, if that object array is filled up with all the elements. Now, if I try to insert one more element which is beyond the capacity, then it should dynamically grow. It should dynamically grow. Okay, that we will see. And here, what I can write now in my object array, I want to insert that element what you are passing through add method. So what I will do by object array elements in this elements element count, and let's say after adding the element the count plus plus, I want to increment the count. Here first of all I need to insert the element. What is the element count? Initially element count is what? 0. If you call any constructor, whether it is a no argument constructor or whether it is a what parameterized constructor, your element count will become 0. Once your element count will become 0, then here in the 0th index you are inserting this element and then you are making what? Element count plus plus. Okay. So this is how we are adding the element, but it's simple logic because we will see the logic how it is dynamically growable. How it is dynamically growable when your size and capacity both will become equal, then how it is dynamically growable. We will see that grow method. Okay, we will see that grow method. Okay, next. So next this add method. Okay, then the next the most important method is what? How to remove an element. So remove an element based on the index position. Now here the challenge is what? Here the challenge is what? Here the challenge is what? You need to remove the element as well as after removing the element, all your element which is available in object array will be shifted. So two challenges are there. So please look, try to understand this code, how I am writing, all of you. So let's say here what I'm writing. I am writing what? Public, list interface remove method. List interface remove method is return type is what? E. So if you are removing string, it will return what? String. If you are removing integer, it will return integer. The remove method which is available in collection interface, that return type is what? Boolean. So here I will take E. The name of the method is what? Remove. I want to remove on the basis of index. So int index. User will pass the index position. Based on that index, I will return the element. Now it is showing compilation error because we need to remove, we need to put some return statement. Okay. Here also, first of all, what I will do before removing based on the index, we will use one method called verify index. These are the private method, helper method. So here I will pass index. That logic I will write. So just to check the index, just to verify the index, we will verify the index and then because user is passing the index. So first we need to verify the index. Okay. So that logic we will write and we will what uncomment this. Now here, look. Now whatever the index passed by user, I need to what? First of all, I need to find the index. So where I will find the index? Look, where I will find the index. I will find the index in the my object array. So elements, my object array. Here I will pass what? Index. First, we need to verify the index. I already verified the index from this verify index method. Okay, that we will talk. And now, actually, we are removing on the basis of this index. So let's say here, as I told you, that its return type is what? Its return type is E. So here, I am taking one variable E and let's say remove element is equal to, now we need to what? We need to cast it. E. So great. So as I told you that we need to remove the same element. We need to remove the same element because the return type is what? E. Now after that, this is okay. First we verify the index. Then what? Basis on the basis of index is passed by the user. I am finding that index in my object array, and after doing what? Casting, I am putting what? Into remove element. Remove element is a variable of type E. E means flexible. If I take vector as a string, the remove return type is a string. If I take vector type as a what? Integer, return type is what? Integer. Okay. Now this is okay. Now how to move the logic? Means what? How to move from one index to another index? How it will move? Look. So here very important logic. So let's say what I'm taking, I'm writing one logic int num moved is equal to element count, whatever the element count you have, minus index minus 1. Now I'm explaining what it is. So element count is basically what? The total number of elements present. The total number of elements present in your what? Array. So let's say once you will create a vector. So let's say once you will create a vector v is equal to new vector. Now you know very well what will happen. If you don't pass any size, the default capacity is what? 10, as I told you in the constructor. What is the default capacity? Default capacity is 10. Now in this 10, let's say few elements are inserted. Few elements are already available inside this what? Vector. And now you need to what? You need to delete the element. You need to delete the element. That deletion of the element is totally based on the what? Index position. That deletion of element is totally based on the index position. So let's say here, what I am doing, I'm just creating one small what memory here. Okay, and let's say enter few elements. So let's say here I entered what? Let's say 12. Okay, 12 and then null. I'm giving you the index, don't worry. Null, then what? Let's say Boolean value false. And let's say here I'm taking what? Any element Ravi. Okay. Now give the index position. So many elements are there. So initially the capacity is what? The capacity is 10. So this is 0th index, 1 index, second index, and third index. Good. Okay. Now you think that let's say you want to remove this false. You want to remove this false. So what logic you have written? Public e remove int index. This logic you have written. So here, let's say, fine. Now what I am doing, let's say in the remove method, in this remove method, what I'm passing the index, what index 2. I'm passing the index 2. Assume that this remove method, whose return type is what element, I'm passing the index 2. Once I am passing the index 2, and let's say here what, we have taken a string or object, whatever. So what will happen? First of all, you can see what logic I have written, guys. I have written what? Your elements of index. That means your object array will contain this index. So your object array is containing is what? Elements is your object array. Now here I am passing the index 2, okay, index 2. And this index 2 is representing this false value. Index 2 is representing this false value. So what is the return? What is the return? Let's say I have taken what object array. I have taken object array. So let's say it is returning what object. And here object x is equal to element of 2. Elements is my object array. Okay, fine. Now this is okay. Return type is object. Now another part is what? Another part you think what logic I have written. Here I have written int num mode is equal to what? Element count minus index minus 1. So what is the effect of this line? Please look. So let's say here I'm writing this logic. So how it will work? First of all, element count. What is the element count? You can see the total element count is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Element count value is what? 4. Okay. Index, what element index you want to delete? You want to delete the index what? Second index. Second index you want to delete false. That means what is your intention? You want to delete this false. You want to delete this false. Okay. What is the index? 2 index. So second index means what? Now here I will write what? 4 minus 2 minus 1. 4 minus 2 minus 1. That means my num moved. My num moved will become what? My num moved will become what? 1. Please look at. My num moved value will become 1. Okay. My num moved value will become 1. So it is what? This is what logic to how to shift your position. How to shift your position. Definitely you need to copy your array also. But this is how to shift your position from array from original position to another position. Okay. So num moved value is what? 1. That logic I have written. And after that, here what I'm writing. Here I'm writing if num moved. First we need to check whether it is greater than 0 or not. So if num moved is greater than 0, is positive value. So we need to copy the element. We need to copy the element. How to copy the element? Look, for copy element, that means what? Once you remove this, guys, once you remove this false, what will happen? All the elements will be shifted towards what? Left direction. Of the all the elements will be shifted towards what? Left direction. So how to write this? How to use this? Look. So system class has given one method called static method called array copy. system class has provided one method called array copy. System.arrayCopy. Now this array copy, what it is containing, if you go, what it is containing, array copy. It is containing, please look, it is containing object source. It is containing what? Object source. That means what is your object source from where you are going to copy the data. And int source position. What is the position? What is the source position? Object destination, where you want to copy this from. This is your source. What is your destination, where you want to copy, and from where, what is your destination position? Destination position is in the destination array. What is your destination position? And length means what? How many numbers of element you want to copy? Number of elements to copy. So again, I'm saying, what is src? It is a source array. What is src position? That is a starting position in the source array. Now, object destination is what? It is your destination array. Very simple. And the destination position means what? Now the starting position in the destination array. So it is little bit what? Little bit complex. So what I can do, look, first of all, let's say here, uh, to satisfy my compiler, I will write the logic return remove element, because return type is what? Its return type is e type. Okay, so what I will do, I have already written a small program for you to give you more ideas separately about this what? System.array copy. Please look at this system.array copy, how it is working. So you can see system.array copy src array. This is my source array. Source array is what? It is holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Int destination array, it is what? One array of size 5. So src array. Now, what I told you, what is this 0? This 0 is saying what? The starting position of the source array. The starting position of the source array. Okay. Destination array. Destination array. This is my destination array, which is one empty array of size 5. Of size 5. Here, 0 means what? What is 0? 0 is saying what? The starting position in the destination array. And 5 means what? How many number of elements you want to copy? Total 5 number of elements you want to copy. Okay, once again, you please look this when I go to this and when I go to this parameter, src, the source array, src position, the starting position in the source array, dst, the destination array, dst position, a starting position in the destination of data, and then the number of array element you want to copy. Okay. So you can see when you have written 0 and here source element is what? Source array is 0. That is this. This is a position. Destination array is also 0. And then you want to copy 5 elements. And then from destination array, you are taking the value one by one and you are printing the value. So of course, all these 5 elements will be copied. All these 5 elements will be copied if you run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But let's say I want to make some changes. What? From source array, I want to copy from, let's say, first index. That is, I want to copy from here. Okay. And destination array, let's say, destination array is what? Let's say 2. 2. That means in the destination array, my 5 memory locations are there, which will initialize with 0 value, default value, like this 3, 4, and 5. Then whenever you are writing 2, that means what? 0, 1. These two elements will be not filled up, and it will start from here. It will start from here. So from here, how many elements we can fill? We can fill 3. Otherwise, exception will be generated. So here I am writing what? 3. Here I am writing 3. Okay. Now you can see from same destination array, I am going to print the value. Please look what is happening. So these two 0, 0, these two 0, 0, and destination array is going to what? Destination array is going to start from what? This 0, and total 3 elements I want to copy. From where? 1. 1 is my source array. 1 is my what? Source array. So look, 0, 0, 2, 3, 4. Why 0, 0, 2, 3, 4? Because in the destination array, you are starting with what? 2. So 2 means what? This will start from 2. And total, how many elements you want to copy? 3 elements you want to copy. But your source array will start from what? 1. 1 means what? It will start 0 index, 1 index. That means 2, 3, 4. So these 3 numbers will be replaced with what? 2, 3, 4. That is how system.array copy is working. That is how system.array copy is working. Okay. I hope you got the point. So here what logic I will write? Look at, let me remove all this, otherwise it will confuse. So system dot array copy, what I will write? Actually, what I want to do, copy, I want to copy from this original array, object array, and I want to put this Ravi in the same array. I want to put this Ravi in the same array. In the same array I want to put. So here what will happen? Let's say my source array is what elements, that is what object array. Okay, object array. And from where I want to copy, from where I want to copy. So I want to copy what? Actually, I want to copy what? Index plus one. So whatever the index you have provided, from that index plus one, I want to what? From there, I want to copy. Okay, what is my destination array? My destination array is same array I'm referring. Okay, here I want to pass what? I want to pass, look, here index plus one, but here what? We will take what? Our same index and which element, how many elements I want to copy? So num moved, only one element I want to copy, num moved. Num moved value is what? One. So same what I discussed. This is my source array. This is my source array. What is my index plus one? It is the starting position in the source array. What is your index value, guys? Your index value is 2. It is showing suppressed warning. So just okay. Good. Verify error logic we will write. Okay. Now, so elements is your original object array. Index. What is the index value? Index value we are considered in the diagram is what? 2. Index value we consider in the diagram is what? 2. 2 we are considering the index value. So 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 means what? We are talking about 3. We are talking about 3. Okay, we are talking about 3. And then element. This is your destination array. Destination array index means what? 2. In your destination array, index means 2 means what? Index means 2 means what? 0, 1, 2. That means in the place of false. In the place of false. And then you want to copy the element. How many number of elements you want to copy? You already have seen the num moved value is what? The num moved value times what? 1. That means one element you want to copy. Like this. Okay. Then after that, once you have successfully completed this, after that, what I will do? I will write one simple in the object array elements. Now here I will write what? Now we need to go reverse. So minus minus element count. Okay, is equal to what? Null. It is what for helping your garbage collector. Even it is not required to help garbage collector. You can write this code. Okay, this is for what? Your garbage collector. GC. Okay, and then returning what? Remove element. So two logics we need to write, guys. First logic is what we need to write grow logic. Both methods are we have commented grow and then verify index. Now, okay, this is what your delete. That means what how you will remove on the basis of index. Now, a few more methods, let's say, which are very very simple. So I'm going to size. Size means what? It will return what the number of elements present. So let's say public int size. Public int size. That size is nothing but what? Your element count. How many elements are available? So return what? This dot element count. Okay, this will give you what? The size of the vector. How to find out the size of the vector? So how many elements are available? Okay. After that, now capacity. If you find the capacity of vector, how you will find the capacity? It's very simple. Public int capacity and return what? Your object array. Return object array means what? Elements. Elements dot length. This will return what? Capacity. Okay. The next, let's say, what is the next method? Size, capacity, whether your vector is empty or not. So return type is what? Boolean is empty. Is empty, how you will verify? Guys, is empty, how you will verify? Is empty, you need to verify element count. If it is returning element count equal to 0. Okay. Return type is Boolean. So when your element count will become 0, that is what? It is vector is empty. Okay. Now, one more method is there. Simple clear. Clear means it will clear all the elements. Total elements, total vector will become what? Empty. So here there is a method called again, check. There is a method called arrays.fill. Okay, arrays.fill. Now here, not this one, arrays.fill, this one. So first, what is my object array? I'm showing you about this one also. What is fill method here? So object array from index, int index, and then what? Val value. Okay, from index, int index, and val value. So elements is my object array from 0 to element count, and empty means what? Right now, here I want to put null. And when anyone is calling this clear method to clear all the elements, then my element count will become 0 because it is going to clear all the elements, obviously. So this is one logic we have written for what? For clearing the elements. Now, let's say one more logic. This is for clear. This is for what? Is empty. Empty or not. Okay. Now, one more method is there, toString, where actually string builder logic is written. String builder is now performance wise very good. So toString, public string toString. ToString method is going to print the element separated by comma and a proper space. Two things are there, comma and a space. So here what I will do, I will use one class which came in 1.5 string builder. SB is equal to new string builder. Okay. And return, let's say it is showing error. So return what? Null. Later I will change. Okay. String builder SB is equal to new string builder. Here what I will do, what is the format of list? The format of list is what? Square bracket. The format of list is a square bracket. Okay. Now, after that, here for int I is equal to 0, I less than element count, I plus plus. So I'm rotating one loop because we need to append the elements. We need to append the elements. So SB, my string builder, dot append. Append is a method. Now, in this append, what I will do? In this append, what I will do? My object array elements, and here what I will pass? I. So append method is going to append the elements. Okay, and here a small logic you can write what? That if I, I means what? My zero position, I is less than element count minus 1. Then here SB dot append, you can give a comma and a space. Simple. When I is less than element count minus 1, okay, you can what? Give a comma and a space. And later, what you can do after this if, now here it is going to, at last, after this loop and after this if condition, Now last you need to close. So SB dot append here what you will add double quotes. You open here, and here you are going to close like this. And return what you will return. Return SB dot, let's say two string. Okay, return type is what? String. Return type is what? This method is what? String. So this is what just two string method is what just it is used to print. It is used to print what your data. It is how you are printing your data. So that's why I have written what two string method. Okay, uh, comma separated. Now, okay, everything is fine. Now two things we need to write. So what two things? First, let's see. We will write this grow method logic. No, it's very simple. Grow how it will be dynamically grow. How it will be dynamically grow, and we need to write one verify index line number 42. So that two methods we will write, and then we will check whether it is working or not. So let's say I am writing what grow method loading. So grow method dynamically grow, how actually your vector is dynamically growable. So first, look, dynamically growable, on what basis it is dynamically growable? When your size and capacity, when your size and capacity both will be equal, then only this grow method you are calling. This grow method you are calling, that is you will copy all your previous object array data to the newly created object array with a new capacity, new length. Okay, fine. So let's say here what I'm writing, here I'm writing, let's say first of all, how the vector is growing. Vector is growing double. The like array list is going 50% with a formula. Vector is what? If capacity is what 10, the next capacity will be what? The next capacity will be 20. So int new capacity is equal to elements dot length. Whatever the element elements dot length is there into 2. Directly double. Okay. Here one check one logic. What if new capacity equal to 0? Then what you will do? New capacity, we have a final static variable is equal to default capacity. Okay, if new capacity equal to 0, then you initialize with what capacity? Default capacity. What is our default capacity? 10. Okay, fine. This is your if. Now, elements, if it is a dynamically growable, so elements is equal to, first of all, look here, two things. First of all, what you need to do, you need to copy from the existing element. You need to copy all the data from the existing element, and then with a new length, with a new length. So for that we are using one arrays dot copy of, very simple method, copy of. So copy of method will take what? Your object array, and then the new length. Look here, object array. This is your object array from where you want to copy the data. From where you want to copy the data. This is what your new length. New length. Let's say if you go beyond the length, then what will happen? All the array will initialize with default value. Very simple. So here you want to copy from which? You want to copy from your what? Same object array. And new capacity. What is your new capacity? Your new capacity is what? 20. Your new capacity is 20. So let's say already 10 elements are filled up. You want to insert one more element. One more element. Once you want to add one more, 10 element is filled up. Once you want to add one more element, then what will happen internally? 120 capacity vector will be created. 11th elements are filled up. Remaining 9 elements will be filled with what? Default value. So this is what? New capacity. Okay. So this is how it is what? Dynamically growable, guys. This is how it is. On what basis? On what basis we are saying it is dynamically growable? Here, line number 102. Uh, first of all, that dynamically growable is coming from here. That is on what basis we are calling this grow method. First, we need to check size, that is element count equal to what? Elements, object array dot length. If both are equal, if both are equal, when size and capacity both will become equal, then only I am calling the grow method. And calling grow method means what? Now this is a logic. It will dynamically growable by using what? Arrays dot copy of. Then one more last method. Then we will check this. What is that? Verify index. Simple, how to verify the index. Anyone is passing index, first we need to verify the index. So look, public void verify index, int index, public void verify index, verify index, verify index, right, right. And it is taking what parameter? Int index, int index. Good. So here simply you can write if index is less than 0 or index is greater than equal to element count. So throw new array index out of bonds exception, here int index, second parameter, and here you pass index. So array index out of bond exception, array index out of bond exception, int index, what is the error message? The error message is what? Array index out of range for the index. Let's say you have passed 22. So array index out of range 22, like that. Okay. So guys, here my class is ready. I have completed all my class. Miss what? The all my basic operations of vector, which are very popular basic operations of vector. Now I will write one main method and I will try to test my application. So let's see how to try to test my application. If I want to test my application, first what I need? I need a main method. Okay, I need a main method. In this main method, what I will do, I will create one vector object. What is my vector class name? My own custom vector class name. My own customer vector class name is what? My vector. So in the main method, guys, my vector. Let's say I'm passing string. My vector string is equal to new my vector. Okay, fine. Here it is not required. Now let's say I'm adding few things in my vector. So let's say what I'm adding. My vector v1 or vector. Let's say vector is equal to new vector. What I'm adding? Vector dot add. Let's something I'm adding B C A B C. I have added. Okay, fine. So three elements I have added. Total three elements I have added. Okay. First check the size and capacity. So sys out, let's say size of the vector is size of the vector is plus vector dot size. Okay, vector dot size. Look at what is the size. Size of the vector is what? 3. Good. Then capacity. Let's say now I want to see capacity of vector is vector dot capacity. Capacity is very easy. Your object array length. So capacity of vector is what? 10. Why 10? Because whenever you are creating this my vector object, what happens? This constructor is invoked and this constructor is creating your object array with default capacity. What is the default capacity? The default capacity is what? The default capacity is 10. Okay. Sir, if I want to add more element, then add more element, then we will see capacity is growing or not. Let's see. So here, now adding more element means what? Let's say one loop I am taking for int I is equal to 0 to add the element in the existing vector. I less than is equal to 15 or I less than 15, just beyond the 10, and then what? I plus plus. But your vector is taking string. So here, how to add vector? Let's say vector dot add convert into string. So here I am writing what? Let's say element plus I. Intensely I am converting into string because your vector is taking string. So I have added what? Total 15, total here 14 plus 3. Total here 0 plus 15 and total what 3. So now I will check the capacity is what increasing or not. Okay. So let's say here total 15 element here we have added and here 3 elements we have added. So here let's just this out. After adding more elements, what will be the my size and what is my capacity after adding more elements? Please run. So you can see after adding more elements, size of the vector is what? 18. Size of the vector is 18. Capacity is dynamically growable. Capacity is dynamically growable. That is the beauty. Capacity is dynamically growable. Okay. Then after that, let's say capacity, I want to check vector is empty or not. Sys out. Is my vector is empty? Is my vector empty? So vector dot is empty. Please run. False. Vector is not empty. Vector is not empty. I have written the logic for what? Get also. So let's say sys out uh, first position, first position element, position element. So vector dot get. Okay, vector dot get. If I pass -9, vector dot get method now. What is the method name? Okay, so get method I think we have not created. Okay, wait. Okay, so let's say now we will see the removing. First, we will see the removing and we will see the clear and then we will see the what get method. No problem. We will see the what removing first, how it is removing, how we are going to remove, and how we are going to clear, how we are going to clear the element. And then if you want to retrieve the element based on the get position, you can retrieve the element based on the get position. Okay, let's see. All of you. What I'm trying to do, let's see. So later I will what write the logic for get method. So first of all, sys out how to remove the. So removing, let's say first you print before removing. Before removing vector. Run. So before removing, you can see ABC and we have added in the format of string na, element 0, element 1, element 2, element 3. Like this what? We have added what? Total 14 plus what? 3. Including what? 0. So total 18 elements are what added. Now after removing, let's say I want to remove one element. Let's say remove the what? Here vector dot remove, let's say a zeroth index element I want to remove. Zeroth index means A will be removed. Once A will be removed, print the same after removing. After removing zeroth index, zeroth index element. Now look, this A is what? A is removed. Now it is starting from what? B and C. Okay. Now let's say if I want get method, very simple logic, sir. We forget to write get method. So let's say here, get, sir, get element by using index position. Okay. How to get the element by using index position. So here, now you know get method return type is what? Get method return type is object. So that means public E get. What I need to pass? I need to pass index, int index. Okay, now. So here also we are taking index, guys. Here also we are taking index. Once we are taking index means what? It's better to verify the index. So use this what? Use this verify index. Verify index better to write what? Private. So no one can call this method. Not only verify index, even your grow method also you write private. So it will become helper method for internal use only. So here what I will do before fetching the data, I want to verify the index. So verify the index whether the index is what minus 9 or anything what I have written there. If index is less than 0 or index is greater than equal to element count, then this exception will be thrown. Okay. Now after that it's very simple. Look, based you need to fetch the element based on the index position. How you will fetch? Return your type is what E. So convert into E, and what is your object array? Elements, and here what you will pass, how you will fetch on the basis of index, on the basis of index. Good. Now you search. Sys out, let's say first position element, vector dot get first position. Let's say first. I am passing 1. So 0, 1 still before remove method we have called this. So 0, 1 means what we are expecting? We are expecting B. So first position element is what? B. Okay. And later vector dot clear. Sys out vector. Look, here you are getting the empty square bracket. So all the methods are working. So this is what how you can develop your custom vector object. Now once you can develop this custom vector object, you can also develop what? Your custom array list object. Of course, here we have used our own technique, but Oracle documentation or Oracle developer has given all the method as a synchronized method, vector synchronized vector class. Most of the methods are what synchronized. So once you develop this array list is very easy. So next class I will give you the array list concept, and then I will give you the linked list. Linked list is very important. So enjoy this custom vector, all of you. Thank you.